Alrighty, welcome back. Michael running through Darkest Dungeon again. We're going to be taking out the Necromancer. I spent a little bit of the heirlooms down here to upgrade all my party members to level 2 of their skills. So they all got a lot better skills. I was not able to upgrade their armor and weapons. Normally when I do that, I will be upgrading armor first and then weapons second. Just because defense is always better than offense. I always feel I am always a defensive person when it comes to things in real life. So we're going to be taking out the Necromancer. He's acceptable to bleed. He's acceptable to blight. So I want to have that, both these people right here, bleed, blight, I want to have those be available to me right away. I want to also have most of my party member can hit the back row as well. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't. Alrighty, we're going to make a little bit of a change here. I forgot about something. Alrighty. There we go. So we're going under medium. We're going to take maximum food because we're going on a boss fight. Reason being, you can use food to heal. 2 keys, stack of shovels, bunch of torches, holy water for each party member, and that's it.
Mastery over life and death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat? A devil walks.
So when you have a boss fight that you have to go on and killing the Necromancer or killing some of the other bosses in this game, you know exactly where he's at right when you open the dungeon. You count the number of rooms, whichever is farthest away from where you start is where he's going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's going to be either here or here. Sometimes it's only one place, sometimes it's 2. It will never be 3 different places they could be. So we just have to kind of hope we get lucky on the first time. Maybe we'll get a scout and we'll know exactly where it's at. I'm going to use either a campfire here or here based on just which one I want to go to first. So these are maggots. Kind of disgusting, actually. If you faced a maggot in real life this big, like standing at your knee, that's just not good. So yeah, I can do a lunge here. Moves her forward a lot. I'm going to move her right back, but just kind of showing that off. That way if the party gets messed up, she can move forward a lot and start doing some work. Or if you like to use her other ability with her pickaxe, and she gets shuffled to the back, you can move her back up with that ability. I don't use lunge very often. I just have it kind of there's a safety mechanism in case I need to move my party around a lot. For some reason. Hey, yeah, that's good. Knockback, and almost dead. So 11 damage over time. That's annoying. The heal there got better. Now it's 4 to 6 instead of 3 to 5. This smite now does more damage. And this heal also does more. So everything got better. Which is really good. Even though we're still fighting the same type of enemies, we're now more equipped to dealing with them. Which makes fights a lot quicker. Which is what we want. And also makes our party less applicable to take damage, which is also what we want. Now, unfortunately, I haven't done anything to this guy in the back, the arbalist, back here. Because I just haven't had a chance to. I also just am happy he missed there. That's great. We're just going to get a heals because we want to keep our party up. And we really couldn't do much else there but hit the corpse, so we had to move him forward. Ugh. It can be frustrating sometimes when your guys don't connect. But then once again, it can also be very awesome when your guys do a crit. So it's definitely two ways to look at it. Moving him back up front just so I can get the point blank off if I want it. It only works on the guy in the front row. Just like in the enemies, they sometimes have point blank as well. That big fat bandit, yeah, he has point blank. He uses it occasionally. That's not that much damage. Do more. How did you go second? Anyways, gone. I was wondering about that because this guy has like a 1 or 0 speed after all his debuffs. I don't know how he's going second. 5 speed. I guess he just rolled bad. Okay. Yeah, that works out well. Yeah. That was awesome. And a heal. Damage and heal. That's what Judgment does. I always love using Judgment if she needs to heal herself. Better than just to heal outright. The Judgment does less healing than the actual heal itself. And it can also miss, which can suck. Because the healing can never miss. But I still love giving it a shot to do damage and healing at the same time. And we get one of my favorite trinkets for the Crusader. Plus 10 max hit points. Plus 10 max hit points, 1 speed. This is better than that. I haven't seen really many humans. I'm also not really going to see too many humans when I fight the Necromancer either. So, yeah, we're going to change those out. Now he's at like 40 HP. That's a lot. We don't have to go this way, but we're going to real quickly just to pick up that curio. Unfortunately, just a torch. So that wasn't really worth it. You can kind of do that little cheat there just to pick up the curio if they're like the first or second block. Beyond that, I don't really like doing that little cheat at all. So, we're just trying to get to the Necromancer. It's going to take a little bit. This will probably be the only video I do on this one because it is a boss fight. So it will take a while to get there and also take a while to actually kill him. The boss fights tend to run a little bit longer than a normal medium mission just because the boss fight is longer and grindy at the end. You kind of also have to prepare a little bit more for the boss fights because they tend to be longer and grindy. So you kind of want to have your party be at the highest level to take them on. You also want your party to be upgraded a lot to take them on. Here my party is not really that upgraded, but I know how easy the Necromancer is. I'm not really too worried about that. And if you've never played this game before, you're probably asking, what does a Necromancer do? I will gladly show you and describe everything once I get to him. And we'll explain it at that point in time. You can probably guess some things he does just based on what I'm calling him. But we'll get there and we'll figure that out and tell you when it happens. I already have one of those. That's worth 250. It's worth really more than an herb, though. And you have a debuff, so goodbye. Let's bleed. Fuck. We still have our campfire here. We can still use it. I'm really waiting till the end where we actually fight the Necromancer. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Do you have a key? Nope. We're backtracking. One, I want to show this off. So unfortunately, we already used our key. So sometimes the reason why you want to take more keys. This little star is a secret room. You only get these when you scout. Chances actually work. You can camp in here. It is a room. You get it for completion level if it's like 90% room completion. You can use a key on these. You're going to get sometimes a lot more if you had a key. I did not, so I didn't get much. You also get to pick which way you go again. There's a secret room right there. In a long dungeon, you could possibly get 2 of those, which is pretty sweet. I should probably brought more keys, but I also never know when I'm going to hit those. It's just randomness. You can go through a small dungeon and still hit them as well. Or a medium, or a large, like I said, you can have 2. So it's unfortunate we don't have a key for this chest either, because we've already burned 2 of them in like this room and this room. It's just unfortunate. It just happens. Pure randomness. Pure randomness. So I know this fight's going to take a while. I tried to stun here. It didn't work. So we're just going to keep taking the back row out. Yeah, the front row is doing damage, but we want the back row to be the ones to die. But only he can hit the front 2 people, so that's what he has to do. When you have a Jester, you can tend to work on the front a lot more than you can on the back because he can stress heal. That is the benefit of bringing a Jester sometimes. You can also just you can also just use the Jester as a solo finale build, and that also works just fine too, like I showed off last time as well. Ugh, too much stuff. Already taken 24 of these back home. Yeah, I have so much food here because I need to camp. But I also haven't found the Necromancer yet, so I'm kind of worried about that. I don't want to fight the Necromancer in the dark. That's going to be disaster waiting to happen. But I also don't want to lose out on these trinkets. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh well. We just cost ourselves $1,700. That's not a big deal. No big deal. We're good. Accident happened. What the heck? Oh, they're both red. That's weird. Alrighty, that's where the Necromancer is. That's where it wasn't. Don't know which way I was going to go, honestly. I was going to basically just go this way because it was in a straight line, so we were right anyways.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Ugh. Just so much stuff.
A spot without ink is a goal without.
So here, the Highwayman also has that lovely prevent the midnight ambush. Yeah, we're doing that. When you use these stress heals or these cure wounds, you can't use it on yourself. You have to use it on someone else. So make sure you don't pick the wrong person to actually do it. I don't have any diseases, so we're going to clean our guns. It's one of the best buffs in the game. It does only affect him, but he's also going to do a lot of damage with that buff. Hopefully he gets to go once before the Necromancer does. Do I have an herb? Nope. Nice, stash loot. Really nice. Alrighty, this is one of my favorite trinkets because of the bleed chance and also the bleed resist. Yeah, the dodge kind of sucks, but that's okay. I'm going to throw it right here. Okay, we are down to the end of the dungeon. We can now all have our people eat. They can only eat up to 4 food or until they're fully healed to heal up. We could also put this on to give resistance to all disease, buff, blight, and everything. We don't really need to because Necromancer doesn't do that stuff. So I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to show that off. This is what the Necromancer looks like. He will do attacks that create skeletons. And he will go to the back row pretty quickly. So if you can, keep him in the front. It pisses him off, but you want to do that. You also want to stack damage and do damage over time effects on him. That way he takes his turns and takes damage when you're not actually hitting him. You can try to stun him. That doesn't always work because, as you can see, 75%. It doesn't work too often. However, he's takes a lot of bleed and a lot of blight, so you want to get those stacked up pretty good. That's his stress damage. That is a lot of stress. So we're just going to keep stacking up the blight and the bleed on him. The skeletons in front here, the Crusader will take on by himself. And everybody else will be targeting the Necromancer. We may not get one-hit kills every single time, but that's fine. All we're looking to do is just eliminate this big, dumb guy as fast as possible. Other bosses, you'll be taking different approaches on. But this one, you just want to super fast put blights and bleeds on him and kill him as soon as possible. So if he gets the back row, sometimes it's a lot harder to end this fight. As you can see, he's now taking like almost 20 damage per time he goes. He's almost dead. And I'm like round 4. So we've done 16. He's at 20. Sweet. He's gone. Necromancer is gone as soon as he goes. I'm going to make sure you don't die. I didn't have to do any heals except for right there. I didn't have to really even do that one, honestly. Boom. Goodbye. Now the Necromancer's gone. Yes, we still have to kill the skeleton in front of us. That won't take that long. He's dead as soon as he goes. That heal that I use on the Crusader cannot hit the 4th person, just FYI. We don't have enough room for that. That's unfortunate. Can we just dump something? Sure. That's good. It's not bad. That one's pretty mediocre. You can just sell that as soon as you get back. It's not that good. This one's okay. Does upgrade your stress, but yeah. Cool. We're done. And the reason why you want to take all level 2s, because they have the most HP, they also will likely level when it comes to a boss fight, because it's worth 4 XP at the end. So we got the Red Plague again on our lovely Crusader. We're going to remove that right away because it's one of the 2 nastiest diseases as well. So here's cool. Hiri. All your idle heroes that you don't take on a mission will relieve stress while you're gone. So next time we go out, if I'm not taking Renowned, if I was to not remove this Red Plague, he would heal stress. But I'm going to do that anyways, because that's more important to me than the stress right now. See if I got one of my characters that I want to show off. Yep, I do. I have 2 more. I'm taking those both regardless of what they look like. Let's go ahead and make sure they're like how I want them to be. Suppress fire. Yuck. Blind fire's what I want here. And that. This is the Arbalist. She's only good in the back 2 positions. Bola allows you to move the enemy party around a little bit. It gets the first 2 people knocked back to the back. She can also heal, which is sweet. She also has a mark. She also has a mark that can mark targets. She also can remove marks from your characters. Her normal attack, Sniper Shot, does 50 more damage if you are marked 50%. So I like to go like this. Blind Fire, if she ever gets put in the front 2 positions, that at least works. It hits a random target, but that's fine. This Suppression Fire just does a lot of negative debuffs. Doesn't do much damage, but it hits a lot of different targets. You can use that instead of Bola if you want to. A lot. The last person I'm going to show you is the Hellion. This you may think is a tank. It is not. You a lot of times will put this person in front thinking it's a tank and they will die. Don't do that. She does have a way to cure her blight and bleed, which is pretty sweet. I do like to get that a lot. But usually you tend to run these front 4 here. You do put her in the front a lot because she does this Iron Swan, which allows her the back row. She's one of the people who can just hit the back row right away just by being in the front row. She only works well in the first 2 positions. But you can, however, let her use this Breakthrough, but it gives her a lot of debuff. This really doesn't work that well because it only hits the front target. And it also gives her a debuff as well. And it also doesn't really do that much. So I don't like this one at all. I don't like this one a lot. This is a double stun, which is good. It does give a debuff, but it sometimes is needed in a double stun. So that's the Hellion, that's the Arbalest. We'll show those two off next time. Alrighty. See you later.